Recently, there has been a sudden influx in wagon reruns to the market. One such contender is the humble Victorian Railways bogied Louvre Vans. Let's take a look at what's currently available for both the 40-foot and 60-foot versions. Welcome to this MTMR Railway Overview Showcase video. Auscision Models, on-track models and Powerline Models currently are the main producers of these wagons. They are available in either singles or combined packs. Train used to produce these wagons as well, but they have been off the market for numerous years. Let's begin with the 40-foot wagons. Firstly, let's have a look at some of the background of the VLX wagons. The VLX was first introduced in 1962 as the VLF medium-sized goods van. The first order consisted of 135 wagons, with 11 being coded as VLX to differentiate these wagons, which were able to be gauge converted from the VLF wagons. In 1965, it was decided to expand the order, bringing up the fleet number to 660 wagons, with all of the VLF wagons being recoded to VLX. They were built at various Victorian Railway workshops and became the Victorian goods wagon due to their sheer fleet size. They were used for various duties around the Victorian, South Australian and New South Wales networks, having a load capacity of 22 tonnes. As part of the recoding to 4-letter codes, they became the VLCX wagon. A further recoding would be performed as the transportation of freight began to favour containers, as many wagons were either scrapped or converted for other uses from the 1990s, being recoded RLCX for National Rail Operation and VLVX for V-Line. Moving forward, the last of these wagons were eventually placed into storage during the 2000s. For these, we have a production from Auscision Models and on-track models. These wagons we have for the video model the V-Line era from 1983 to 2000. Auscision sells the models as 4-packs or single wagons, and cover a wide variety of colours and eras. These are a rerun, reproducing the numbers and variations that were available during the first run in 2014. The model features fine details, sliding doors and scale size knuckle couplers. They give you an option to swap out the sliding doors based on their purpose. The colour is slightly more orange compared to the VR red that was more commonly associated with the fleet. This, however, does seem to be correct for some of the class, as some of the wagons did receive a full repaint when transitioning to V-Line. Along with these models, Auscision have also released the box vans, which have the same 40-foot designs but don't have the louvered sides. Now, onto the on-track models variation. They came in 3 packs and primarily covered the early periods of VR, V-Line and Freight Australia. Although these are a rerun, they feature all new numbers and subtypes. Like the Auscision models, these ones come with a lot of fine details and sliding doors, as well as KD couplers pre-fitted. The VR and V-Line models are almost identical with the exception of numbers and obviously logos. They use the VR wagon red. Side by side, the colour differences are obvious between the two models. The two models are very comparable with their shape and design. However, on mine, the on-track models have tighter doors which make them a lot more delicate. The roofs also differ slightly between models, with the OTM version being slightly flatter than the Auscision version. Both models have a decent undercarriage detail, but I'll let you make the judge of which one looks better. Time to take a look at the 60-foot variant. Once again, here's a brief background on the VSX wagons. The VSX were first introduced in 1972. The design followed an earlier wagon coded as the VHX, which was stretch VLX wagons. 250 wagons were manufactured and were known for being the largest box wagon to enter service with the Victorian Railways. As part of the recoding, they became the VLX wagon. They were also broken into the VLEY and VLNX codes for particular operations. During the 2000s, 44 of the wagons had their bodies removed and converted into log wagons. By the 2010s, all of the wagons had been stored at various yards around Victoria, awaiting their fate. This time, we have models from Powerline Models and on-track models. Beginning with Powerline's examples, these are only available in VR livery, but cover both the VSX and VLEX coding schemes. Firstly, these models aren't technically reruns. They've been on the shelves for quite a while now and are still available. That's why they are part of this showcase. They are comparatively a basic model, with the main body entirely moulded. Doors don't open, but there are separately etched details fitted throughout the model. Decals are printed sharp and clear. Now onto on-track models. The quality of the models aligns with what was seen with the 40-foot models. These are also recently rerun models. Highly detailed with sliding doors which differ between each model based on the prototype. However, recently with this rerun there have been some minor shorting issues which have become known after consulting with some others. During operation, the brass pipes underneath the model get their paint scratched off as the flange of the wheel touched them, overloading layouts causing a short circuit. Having the two models side by side, we can see, other than the opening doors, that they are rather similar in terms of shape and colours. At least before I put it behind this light. There are some finer details from OTM's version, particularly with the doors themselves. However, both come fitted with number 5 KDs from the factory. Undercarriage detail is decent, discounting the issues with the OTM model. So there we have it, a quick showcase of the Louvre Vans that are currently available. Just before we end off, here are some running shots of the wagons on a combined train. Alrighty, thank you all for joining us for this video. These wagons are available from model shops around Australia or directly from the manufacturer. Until next time, I'll catch you all very soon.